Today's topic is a very simple one. I'm aware that some people will be wondering, okay, you want us to start a business, but why Africa? Why not start anywhere else in the world? Asia, America, wherever else, Europe, wherever. So today we're going to be discussing exactly why I think you should choose Africa for your next business. Hello guys and welcome back. So the topic of today is why choose Africa to start your business. And for starters, Africa is the most colorful, most folkloric, most diverse continent in the whole world. You know, not only is African countries are already extremely diverse one from another, but every single country has different cultures, different traditions, different types of people. Just for example, I'll take the example of Cameroon. Just Cameroon has so many tribes and cultures that it's called Africa in miniature. That's just to tell you how diverse Africa is. If just one country has so many cultures and traditions, completely different one from another, speak different languages, have different ways of doing things, just imagine how the whole of Africa is. So Africa is extremely wealthy, as Africa is the richest continent of the world, as we already know. And I'm not just talking about mineral resources or whatever, I'm also talking about human resources. So in the recent months, let's say within the last year or so, we have seen so many head of states, coming to Africa for visits, and we all know what that means. They are coming in to sign contract to create opportunities for their own countries, for their own nations. We've had Angela Merkel come in. We've had the president of France. We've had Theresa May from the UK. We've had several celebrities coming here, and I wouldn't even mention China, and their interest in Africa. So that should tell you that there is something going on. And these are just the things that you see on the media, that you see on TV. So many people are coming in talking about celebrities, who have business interests in Africa. But what about the everyday people, the next door people? In the past 4 years, from when I started this business, I have met so many entrepreneurs from abroad and on the continent coming and do amazing things on the continent, great businesses. They started either just with passion or just with an ambition to make more money and do amazing things on the field. Some of them are based on the continent, some of them are still based abroad. It doesn't matter, but things are happening. There is a sort of revolution that is going on, and that's what, for me personally, made me want to come into this, made me want to start this, because I could see that something was going on. I was wondering, why is it that so many people seem to be interested in this continent, and not everybody seems to see that, because that's not what we are seeing on the media. So what is it that's happening? And that's how this came about, and that's how I got involved. So for me, I would say if you fit into any of these categories, you are one of the people that are needed in Africa. You are somebody that can make a difference in Africa, and a difference in a huge way. So if, just like me, you are passionate about Africa, you love Africa, you want to do more for the continent or for your country, you are a lover of this beautiful place, you have ideas that you would like to implement, or even if you have no ideas but you just have the passion, then Africa is for you. The second type of people are, let's say you have your job, you're okay, but you're just no longer satisfied with your 9-to-5 job. You want to do something more exciting. You want to do something that will have more impact into people's lives. You want to do something more interesting with your life. Then definitely Africa is the place for you. Thirdly, if you want to change the state of your finances, let's say that you do have a job, you're doing okay, but you would like to have more of an income, you would like to make a little bit more money, then Africa is a place for you. There is so much to do on this continent. There are so many opportunities. You can come in and completely change your life and the face of your finances as well. And finally, if you have an idea, You know, you have a business idea, you've created something, and you're not sure where to implement it. You want to implement it somewhere else in the world. You want to, you know, start something somewhere, and you're not quite sure where to implement your business. Then Africa could be the place to do that. Africa, because you can make a difference in the lives of so many people, you know, but not just by bringing in your business, which could help, but also by creating jobs for other people, helping the economy of whichever nation you choose to go into. Africa, because with the new developments with the African Union, for example, most borders are open to each other, and circulation of products and services and even people are now free in most zones. Most countries and governments have already signed this agreement, you know. So you have countries such as Rwanda, such as Ghana, such as Kenya, such as, South Africa maybe is not yet that open, but most nations are open to each other, and there is free circulation between those countries. You should start a business in Africa because I believe that entrepreneurship is one of the ways that we are going to develop our countries. It's one of the ways that we are going to be able to bring our countries out of poverty. I strongly believe that relying on our governments will not resolve the situations we're in, because the African people are very curious people. We are very interested in new technologies, very interested in new products, in new ways of doing things. We're always evolving, you know, not forgetting our cultures or traditions, but we're evolving with the times. We love new things, and there is a new class of people, you know, coming up in Africa, a sort of middle class that's very, very interested in things that are fashionable, that are different, that come from elsewhere. It could be a service that exists in another African country that you want to bring into the next door country. There is a huge demand for all types of services and products. So no matter your idea, no matter your product or service, it will find its market or country of interest, and vice versa. No matter the country you're interested in or the market you're interested in, there will be a business that will produce results for you in that nation. Also, Africa, because Europe and multinationals have been implanted in our countries for centuries. But now it's time for us as well to benefit from our resources, to benefit from our riches, to benefit from what our countries can offer us, and for also us to give back to our countries. You know, somebody said, don't say what has my country done for me or what has my continent done for me. You can also say, what have I done for my country? What have I done for my continent? It's also vice versa. So we do, and then we'll receive back as well. But also, starting a business in Africa would not require you that much capital. It depends on what you want to do and where you want to start whatever business you're interested in. So it all depends. So in closing, I will say that to be successful in Africa, you have to be well prepared, you have to be well informed, and the reason why you should start a business in Africa, which have already been said in length, is simply that we need you. We want your services. Africa is open for business. Africa is buzzing. There is so much to do, whatever it is you want to do. So please come and see for yourself. Don't only watch the media. Don't only listen to people who have their own experiences, which will not necessarily be yours. But yes, come in and see what's happening and what we're doing.
Africa,